they look for you? When do you get up and when do you go to work and when do you typically come back home?
Yeah, actually, this time, I'm not maintain the schedule actually because
Okay.
recently I have been transferred. Hello, hi, good evening, ma'am. Can
Very
you
good
hear me?
evening to you. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right.
Shahid, good evening. Where are you joining me from? Which place?
I'm joining from Oman.
Oh, wow. Okay. What time is it there now?
It is 7:51.
I see. In the evening.
It is evening time. Yes,
Okay, okay. All right. I think that means it's around 1.5 hours, close to 1.5 hours. I mean, we are ahead of you all by 1.5 hours. Okay, great.
yes,
Tell me,
you are
Shahid,
ahead 1 hour 30 minutes.
1 hour
Yes,
30 minutes. Correct. So, Shahid, tell me. I think this is the very first time we are communicating, if I'm not wrong, on Clapingo.
absolutely. I'm meeting with you. It is the first ever conversation. I'm meeting
Okay.
with first time.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Nice to meet you, Shahid. So, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, ma'am. And
Thank you.
yes, this is Shahid, and I'm from Jharkhand in India. But right now, I'm working in Oman. Oman is a Gulf country, and I like to play cricket and I like to listen music sometimes. Yes,
Nice.
so
Okay.
this is all about me.
Great. Thank you for that introduction. Very brief, but I got to know about you. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So nice. And
What
you
about
are,
you? Can you introduce yourself a little
yes,
bit?
yes, definitely. So I live in Mumbai and I come from a teaching background. So I've been teaching for the last 14 years. Um, I I started my, yes, 14 years, 1 4. And I started teaching at the college level first. When I first started teaching, I was teaching the college students who were pursuing their graduation. And presently, I teach MBA students, that is, students who are pursuing their masters in business administration. So I've been teaching them for the
Okay.
last 8.5 years. I've been on Clappingo for 2 years and a few months. So
Mhm.
it's been a nice journey here as well. Speaking to so many of you all as a speaker partner. I'm also pursuing my PhD in economics alongside these work engagements that I have. And yeah, that's about me. I live in Mumbai with my parents, by the way. So yeah, been here for a while, long time.
All right, Ram. So you
Right.
joined Clippingo in 2021, that means.
21 years in the month of May. So I
Yes.
recently completed 2 years, 2 years, 2 months. So we are in the month of July now.
Okay.
So it's been 2 years, 2 months. Right.
So how was your
So
experience about?
it has been quite nice. I mean, I did not think that I would stick around for this long, but because back then
Mhm.
the platform was the platform had just started, as in I had not known about this platform before. So
Okay.
when I got to know that and this is frankly my first time, uh, you know, helping someone, tutoring someone in spoken English. I've done that in person, but like I said, my subject is economics, so economics and some related
Okay.
subjects. I've not really taught or focused on spoken English much, but I'm very comfortable speaking this language, and I've always studied in English medium, and also I give my lectures in English. So I thought I'll try it out. And back then, like I said, this platform was quite small. We had just a few learners, and
Mhm.
the platform, I believe, was open only for 10 hours. That is from morning 10 a.m. You could book a slot from morning 10 a.m. to night evening 10 p.m. But then, as the
Okay.
platform grew, it is now a 24-hour platform wherein you can book any time of the day or night. And we have,
Yes.
learners like you who are joining us from different parts of the world. It's no longer back then into 2021. It was only focused on helping learners from India all across the
Yes.
country. So now it has
Yes.
grown.
Now, like,
Mhm.
yeah, now I think like in over the world, like you can
Yes,
people can join on
absolutely.
Clippingo. Absolutely. Right. So
In
yes.
fact, I have
So
interacted with learners from the UK, US, Dubai, Oman,
mhm.
then Pakistan, Karachi. So
Okay.
we have presence there as well. So it's good. I mean, in the span of 2 years, it has grown leaps and bounds,
Mhm.
I would say. Lot of learners now. They are falling short of tutors, actually.
Mhm. So when the US learner joins or
Hmm.
when the US learner talk with you, So
Hmm.
they are Indian or they are native is
Mostly they are Indians only. They have been, some of them are
okay.
students. They recently moved to US, so they are of course looking to improve their fluency. Some of them are already
Hmm.
fluent. Most of them are Indians. I mean, I have not interacted with any native American or British people
Hmm.
as such, but some of
Hmm.
them, most of them are, like I said, all Indians. Some of them have moved there as students. Some of them have been living there for a while, but they don't really interact much, so they don't want to lose the fluency. So they are just here to
Absolutely.
maintain their fluency and just have a conversation with someone. That is one. But
Yeah.
mostly, most of them are students, so they want to sort of stay there for a while. After completing their degree, they want to start working. So they really want to improve their fluency, and they have tried out various other applications where there are native speakers, Native American or UK, US, Australian speakers, but they were not able to. They didn't like it. I mean, that's what they told me, that
Hmm.
we were not comfortable talking to them as freely as we are comfortable talking to, of course, a person from our own country. So maybe there could be sort of a cultural barrier also that they felt. And that was one of the primary reasons that this platform has become so popular, is because, you know, you can find like-minded people. We have some common things to talk about, because typically we belong to India. I mean, we were born there, even if you have moved to Oman or whichever other country later on. But so we have some commonalities there. So we can talk about Indian culture, or something that you miss in India that you don't find there, something.
Yes.
But they couldn't do that with other Native American speakers, because there is no common culture or heritage or any background that they could talk about. That's what they told me. So
Absolutely.
that's true. Tell me, Shahid, more
Yeah.
about.
So yeah, you have said one thing very right. Like I have also noticed this thing. Like if you wanted to maintain your fluency, you have to you have to talk with people. You have to practice English. Like as you told me about the when people join from the US or something another country. So obviously this thing also I have noticed because I have been learning English for more than 1 year. So this thing
Okay.
also I have noticed. Even you are good in English, you have to
Hmm.
maintain your fluency. You have to practice with someone. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
yes. Because
yeah,
language, any language for that matter, if you stop speaking, or if you take a long gap, in terms of
yes,
a long gap, where in that gap you don't speak to anyone in that language. So no matter how fluent you are, or how much of an expertise you hold in that language, your fluency will reduce to a great extent. So you have to keep in touch with the
absolutely,
language in the form of reading. Best practice is speaking. There is no practice like this. But in case you don't find any, of course, now you have these options like Clapingo, where you can find someone to speak, even if you don't have anyone at home to speak with. You can find a partner
yes,
here, or a speaker tutor here to speak with. Other than this, you can keep in touch with the language, any language for that matter, including English, is through reading. That though it could be one way only, but still you are
mm,
engaging yourself with the language. Getting to learn new words and all. That is very important, because I've seen a lot of my students also. They have good, when they write very well. But when it comes to
yeah,
speaking, in conversational English is different than what you write in maybe formal letters, or in your answers. That is not the way you will talk with someone in real life. So that is different, and that is where
absolutely,
people need practice, right?
yeah,
So tell me,
yes,
Shahid,
absolutely.
how is your schedule presently? I mean, how does a typical work day look for you? When do you get up, and when do you go to work, and when do you typically come back home?
Yeah, actually, this time I'm not maintain the schedule actually because
Okay,
recently I have been transferred. So right
okay,
now, like I'm waiting for my work. That tomorrow my work will start. So there's
I
some
see.
pending
Okay.
like construction is going on. So when they fix that thing, then my work will start tomorrow. So let's see. Like in last like 4 days, I'm just wasting in my room. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just sitting. I'm just sleep. Yeah.
Hmm. But you can make good use of this time. Of course, you have joined a session on Clappingo, so you can make good use of this free time that you have got, because maybe later on you'll not get so much of time to practice also. But how long have you been there? Have you been here on Clappingo? How many sessions have you sat through?
Uh, Maybe I have taken more than 200 sessions. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that we didn't
Yes.
meet earlier, because I've also been here for a while. Okay. So
Yes, I haven't seen your slot, so that's why I think I
maybe, yes,
maybe
in
there's
between there were hardly
another
any slots
reason.
put out.
Yeah, and obviously and one more thing, I don't book. I don't like take classes and daily basis. So that's the
Hmm.
also issue. Like
Could
when
be
I
a
get
reason.
free
Yeah.
time, so when I
Hmm.
feel like yes, now I'm able to take sessions, so that time I
Makes
take
sense.
it.
Yes, that makes sense. Otherwise, it makes little sense that you book a session and then you're unable to attend it. And maybe that's all. So earlier I was in fact in recent times also I put out less slots than usual because I was busy with other work and all. So if I don't put out much slots, of course, the learner might not get to know a lot about me, right? So tell me, what do you do in your free time? Whenever you get some spare time, how do you like to spend it?
In my free time, like I read book, and these days, like I read book, and free time I watch some English content video, and these days
Hmm.
I'm watching Big Boss OTT. Yes.
Oh, okay. Big Boss.
Do
Okay,
you
Big
know about it?
Boss is what, an Indian show, Big Boss.
Sorry.
Okay. The Indian one, right? Big Boss. Because I think the UK one is called Big
Absolutely.
Brother, and that is, I think, over. It's not
Yes.
airing
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. That was Big Brother, and yes, Big Boss. It is
The Indian
very
version
famous
is
in
Big
India.
Boss.
Yeah. Yeah. It is an Indian
It's
version,
very
and it is
famous.
very famous. Yeah, so now this is going on OTT, Big Boss OTT. So after when
Oh,
it will
okay.
finish, then like Big Boss will come, like the original, I
I
can
see.
say. Yeah.
I see. Okay. I
So
think there are so many seasons also, big, right? And 10th season or something. I don't remember. I mean, it has been
oh,
running for quite some time now.
let me tell you, Big Boss OTT. It is a second, I can say second time it is going on. Like, but if you're talking about
Correct.
Big Boss original, I'm talking about. So like it
Right. The one which
16
used to be showed on TV.
yeah, that which shown on TV. So that completed, I think 16 episode, 16 season that
Seasons,
completed.
right? I know. It has been
Yeah,
running for over 10 years now, actually. Right.
yeah,
Anyway,
but
so
yeah,
other than,
I'm talking about Big Boss OTT. So it is like second season is going on.
so because I have not heard of this Big Boss OTT. So this OTT platform, like we have see OTT platforms like Netflix and the Indian OTT platforms also, Amazon Prime and so on. So this Big Boss OTT is specifically, it only shows Big Boss episodes, really Big Boss episodes, right? No other content is available on it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, people can watch like in Netflix or maybe other platform,
Hmm.
but it will
Hmm.
not come on the TV. Yeah,
Okay, okay. All right, interesting. There's so
on
much of
YouTube,
viewership,
people can
maybe.
watch.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, I know people used to stay up in the night and watch. I don't know what they watch. And anyway, to each his own. But
yeah,
right.
absolutely. But let me tell you one thing, like why I'm watching that, because my connection is very a long time ago from the Big Boss because of English also. That's why like I'm watching this show because they use
Okay, if
sometimes
it's
English sentences. So I learn many things from like when they fight each other, they use English sentences. So I write down and then I
hmm.
implement that
Oh, okay.
sentence on my conversation. Yes.
That's good. If it's helping you in any way, if you get to learn, which is very surprising. So I don't think people learn anything from Big Boss. It's all a mere entertainment, but
It is
it's
also
okay.
entertainment. It is
Absolutely.
also entertainment. Yes, so that's the
It's
reason.
more, and there was a lot of debate and discussions in between how scripted things are, and if people are crying, they're also, they are told to cry for a while and then you stop. How they do it. But anyway,
Yeah, there's
uh
so many drama.
so
Yes,
so yes, it works on it, the TRP. To increase the TRP, they have to dramatize, as they say, and a lot of actors also, so it's
absolutely.
easy for them, it's not a big deal. Anyway, so
Yeah.
and what do you like reading? What are you presently reading?
Like I don't like reading literally, but because of like I have been transferred, so I thought like if I will go a new place, when I would go a new place, so definitely I would get bored. So that's why I bought two books. One book is the Dying Photo, and
Okay.
there's second book that name is the Sky is Not Falling. So I brought two book
Hmm.
only. So
Oh,
like
great.
I
Okay.
free, now I have free. Here I'm free,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm getting free time. that's
Right.
why at that time when I free, so I read book. Yeah.
Right, that's okay. You can start slow and small. I mean, you can start slow and
Mm.
maybe read just one page a day, or maybe in 2 3 days you can read. So, but then whenever you do read and how much ever you read mindfully. So you can watch out for any new words that you may come across. Many times, we know a particular word, but we don't use it that much. So it is sort of new for us. We read that word after many years or many months. So that can also be a good way for you to expand your vocabulary. The mindful
Yes,
reading.
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Like only one, I don't read only one time. I read at least 2 and 3 times the same
Oh,
book.
great.
So I
Okay, yes.
repeatedly I read the same book again and again. So already 2 time I have read that, and I now I will read second time. Yeah, a third time.
So
Yes.
Shahid, can you recall any vocabulary, any word that you came across while at the end of
Right
reading the
now,
book
like
twice? Mm.
right now, I'm not able. I'm not. I don't
Okay.
remember it. But yes, like I know the story about
Hmm.
the dying of the photo,
No.
and
Okay.
but I think we don't have much
Much
time. So
time. Right, right. We can wrap it up now.
yeah,
Definitely, we
if
can. We
I
can.
will narrate, if I will narrate, so like it will
I know you'll not
not
be able to.
complete.
The session would abruptly end. So, Shahid, maybe next time, definitely we can talk about the book that you're reading, and you can just give me your idea about it, what you felt.
Yeah,
So, quick
definitely.
feedback for you. First of all, nice talking to you. This is the first time we interacted, and you're quite focused and also very responsive while you interact. You're speaking fairly well, I would say. Not too many long gaps or the sentence construction, anything so far. You did not make any mistakes in sentence construction formation as well. Definitely, vocabulary is an area that you can focus on more, I feel, and then
Okay.
pronunciation also. The pronunciations also
All right.
can improve a little more than what they are presently. These two areas, that's all, as of now. Maybe next time
Definitely.
when we have another interaction, I'll be able to better suggest you ways to improve
Okay.
your fluency.
Okay, thank you. And I will work on like about your giving you what you said that like
Yes,
about two things like pronunciation and vocabulary. So I will
vocabulary.
add new vocabulary in my conversation. Thank you
Yes,
so much,
do that.
man.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. I'll
Bye
see you
bye.
soon. Okay, Shahid.
Yeah, definitely.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a good day.
Good day. Bye.